What is going on, guys? It is DMG here, and today we're going to be looking at the Fut Birthday Arturo Vidal, the Fut 12 throwback player, and looking at his card, it genuinely might be one of the best in the entire game. In fact, if you go on to FutBin and you look at some of the in-game stats of Arturo Vidal, he is only behind the players that are Team of the Year and Icon Moments. And if you go ahead and put a basic chem style on him, he is one of, I think, 3 or 4 other players that have 90 plus overall in every single position on the field. So for that reason, in terms of at least chemistry styles, it's literally whatever you want to do with the guy, that's what chem style you put on him. If you want him to go forward, put a hunter or a catalyst. If you want him to kind of hold, put an anchor or an engine. If you want him to sit back, put on an anchor or a shadow. Literally, whatever you want to do with this guy, you're going to be able to do it. Not only that, but he also has the high work rates, and he got upgraded to the 5-star skills, which makes him 5-star, 4-star, which is obviously insane. I genuinely do not think I've ever played with a card this complete before, so this is going to be completely new to me. Looking at his in-game stats, there's literally only one stat that is below 82, and that's his free kick, which obviously is not that big of a deal. Every other single stat that he has is 82 or higher, with multiple stats in the 90s as well. Before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Give me some ideas about who you want to see, both in terms of a player review or just what you want to see in terms of videos in general. So without further ado, let's get into it. First game, we have a mixture of some decent players in here. The Ronaldo, the Messi, I actually really like that together. Now, Vidal's price, as you could probably guess, is very expensive. However, that does not necessarily mean it's overpriced. Expensive does not mean overpriced. If this card turns out to be as good as the stats say, it could be a very good price. And just like that, we have an assist with Vidal, and his dribbling and his pace may be lacking a little bit, but first of all, you could always upgrade that. Second of all, the 5-star skills means you're going to be able to get past players pretty easily. Makes a good run there. Okay, he can find Ronaldo over the top. Honestly, love that pass. It is right in the path of Ronaldo. Beautiful. And unfortunately, we can't finish. It wasn't that easy of a shot, but that pass, right? It's in the path of Ronaldo. Love that. Vidal is very good at making space running going forward. Oh my god, he just got murdered. End of the first half, we haven't really done a whole lot just because for whatever reason the attack is kind of breaking down a little bit. I'm not sure. Oh, look at Arturo making a run. Oh my goodness. Arturo Vidal. Beautiful. And see, he's obviously one of the best box-to-boxes in the game. So if he makes those runs, he can finish them too. End of the first game, Vidal did well. Man of the match, goal and an assist. Vidal did well, you know, again, it was just the work rate, right? Running forward, getting back, doing what he's supposed to do. Anytime he gets into a position, he's going to do well in that position. It's really nice to see. Next up, Team of the Year, Mbappe. That's good. Of course, there's no single center back to be found. Good. I'm going to try to have Vidal on the center mid that goes forward this time. All right, so we're going to have him in a 4-4-2 and see how he plays in that spot. Ooh, find Nedved. Oh, I mean, good pass. His passing is actually something that's been insane, if I'm being honest. Vidal. No. He's in space. Weak foot, and then the game won't allow, like, the ball's right there. I say shoot, it doesn't matter. Are they racist against Chileans? Sure seems like it. Vidal. Oh my god. The game does not allow Vidal to shoot the ball. Why? Just one of those games, man. Like, you know, the opponent's being annoying as hell, being defensive, not doing anything. The game's not allowing Vidal to get shots off for whatever reason. It's just an annoyance at the moment. It doesn't matter what I do. Another draw where the game should have been 27-0 me, but because the game is trash, It is what it is. I think Vidal is one of those players where he has to play centrally. If he's on one side or the other in a midfield, it's not really going to work as well. I think he does need to be centrally. All right, last game, and we have, at least, again, you know, a little bit of a different team. I appreciate that. So it's Mendy and Conte. But again, it's at least a little bit different. Vidal. Look, see? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I think he needs to... Oh my god. He needs to be centrally. He needs to be central. I think that's where his best spot is going to be. Look at this. Yeah, see? Vidal being able to streak down, I think that might be it. Good oh my god. I'm telling you, man. His passing is genuinely top tier. Could be for a number of reasons. I'm not entirely sure, but that right there, that's exactly what you need. And again, I think him being centrally is the biggest difference here. I did want him to be center mid, but every single formation typically has a center mid that's on the... Okay. So 2 assists from Vidal. Again, he did extremely well, did very, very well, especially in that first goal where he came forward and made an interception in order to burst forward and then get that assist. That's where that interception came from. As I was saying, though, I did want him initially to be center mid, but typically if formations have center mids that are on the left or the right side, him being a defensive mid is better because it's typically central, at least in the formations that I play. And if he's central, he is able to go forward still. He's able to at least be involved more, which is exactly what you want from a player who's that good. Last up, we have a team that's actually very, very different, right? We have Palacio, we got Fair. I mean, we do have some different people in there, fair enough. Vidal getting a tackle in there, beautiful. Ooh, Dybala lifts it over for El Shaarawy. Can we get a little dinky chip? Yes, we can. All starting from Vidal. See, I think that's what it was. That's what it was. We were so struggling the first game. Not really because Vidal was doing bad, because he wasn't involved, though. God, dude, his passing is genuinely something else. It is amazing to see. Beautiful. So look, see, he's always open for a pass. He knows what to... Oh, my God. And then he's strong enough to get past people. He's got strength, he's got skills, he's got passing, dribbling, defending. Oh, and there's a nice little dinky pass! Oh my god, yeah. Okay. We figured it out. We unlocked him. That's it. Simple as that. Rage quit. There we go. So Vidal with a 7.1, right? Wasn't really involved in the goals besides that last assist, but I mean, that's okay, right? Vidal did extremely well. His passes, he was 2 of 3 for tackling. He did what he was supposed to do, and it was genuinely very, very good to see. Now, obviously, the first few games we did struggle a little bit, not necessarily because Vidal didn't do well, but because we couldn't really get him the ball. And let's not forget there were times where Vidal had multiple shots, but the game just wouldn't let him shoot. But then we put him centrally. Even though he was a defensive mid, he still was able to go forward a little bit, and he had more of an influence in the attack and in the defense because he was central. And I think that's kind of what you have to do. I mean, it's not necessarily, again, an issue if you have to put him onto one side or the other, because he's still very, very good. But for me, this guy is arguably my best midfielder in the entire club, right? You look at this, he's much better than Duncan, at least stats wise. And so for me, he has to be central because he is the best player. If he is, you know, if you have like Hullet, or if you have that prime icon moments Bollock or something like that, maybe you could afford to put Vidal out to one side or the other because you have another midfielder that's good enough. But for me, since Vidal is the best, he has to be central, so then he has a hand in everything, whether it's the attack or the defending. So keep that in mind if you are doing his card. Now, in terms of the price, he is $550 on PlayStation, $510 on Xbox. Now, that is expensive. I'm not saying that it's not, but in terms of something being overpriced versus expensive, they don't always correlate. So Vidal, while he is, yes, expensive, he's not necessarily overpriced because, like I said, he is like one of 4 cards, I believe, that when, you know, you have this basic chem style on him, can actually play in literally every single position, where again, like 3 or 4 other cards have a 90 in every single spot. So when you look at it that way, this card is essentially end game. He is going to be in your club playing for you for at the very least up until mid team of the season, or most likely until the end of team of the season. So that is going to do it for this review, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace.